Good morning and welcome here to the Golf Ticket Presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 match. Match number 16 awaits us, and again we're here in glorious Cape Town for this enthralling encounter. It's going to be Tygerberg Cricket Club, sponsored by MG Lion versus Milnerton Cricket Club, sponsored by Lord's Exchange. And earlier we had the pitch report and the toss, and let's see what the outcome of all those were. Good morning and welcome here to the Golf Ticket Presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 competition. Day 9, match 16 awaits us here. The match between Tygerberg Cricket Club, they're sponsored by MG Lion. They are up against Milnerton Cricket Club. They're sponsored by Lord's Exchange. Before we're going to get to that, I'm going to talk a little bit about these conditions here. And the conditions here have not changed. This is an absolute belter of a wicket. Really good cricketing wicket, especially for T10, especially for batters to come and try and hit 4s and 6s. But for bowlers as well, it's been a really good challenge. Some bowlers have really been up to that challenge. Some bowlers haven't. So it again depends on what the team's strategy is going to be when it comes to that. For me, again, based on what we've seen before, the team that wins the toss, they might just elect to bowl. But as we look around here, there's a little bit of a dew factor here. The outfield is a little bit wet because of that dew. So that could play a part possibly in the decision-making of these teams. So let's go over to that toss and see what's going to happen there. Here we are at the toss of this very, very important game here. Match 16, a match between Tygerberg Cricket Club, sponsored by MG Lion, and they up against Milnerton Cricket Club. They are sponsored by Lord's Exchange. Tygerberg Cricket find themselves in 6th position on the log. Milnerton Cricket Club, they find themselves in 5th. So this is a vital game to see if they can fight their way into that playoff positions. It's going to be Ati from Tygerberg to do the toss, and it's going to be Keenan Fortune to call. Heads is a call. And tails it is. So Tygerberg have won the toss. So Ati, if you just come to me, what have you decided to do?
We decided we're going to have a ball.
Okay, just sticking with the norm from what has gone before?
Yeah, there's some dew on the wicket, so hopefully it will be more difficult to bat in the morning.
Yeah, just looking at it, probably the only issue that you might have was probably the dew on the outfield as well, with bowling with a wet ball.
Yeah, with the dew on the outfield, it's quite difficult to grip the ball once you're a bowler. And then, yeah, when you're fielding and the ball's hit on the carpet, once you pick it up, it's slippery when you throw it, so yeah.
Just missed out on the last game there. You looked like you were winning that one and then just faltered at the end. So a lot of learning to take from that, but you're still very much in this competition.
Yeah, hopefully we can execute our bowling better and then get us off to a better start.
Any changes to your lineup today?
Yeah, we've got the likes of Joshua Lowe and Azario Adams in our side, Kurtley and Ronald Martin misses out.
Okay. Josh Lowe is a left-arm spinner. You know, spinners do play their part in this game.
Yeah, Josh has been key for us in the league, so hopefully you can see some celebrations here today.
Look forward to that. All go well today.
Cheers, thank you.
Giggs, losing the toss there, probably would have bowled as well, I take it.
To be honest, Eugene, I didn't mind losing the toss. Yeah. I looked at the wicket. The wicket looks quite nice. The outfield's wet, so I do assume it's going to be quite tough for the bowlers to hold the ball towards that back of the innings. So I didn't mind losing the toss. I probably would have bowled, but I don't mind batting, to be honest.
Just looking from the games yesterday, teams that did bat first in the early morning, they got the 3 figures. Maybe that's something for you guys can take into your innings.
Yeah, definitely something we're going to look to do is definitely try to score anything over about 100, 110.
Whenever you guys come on, the weather seems to be beautiful here. So hopefully that will bring some sort of bright sparks to your team as well, because as I said, very important game for you boys.
Yeah, it's an important game. We lost our last game, but we competed really well. I thought we played good cricket, just a crucial part of the game. We lost a bit of headspace, but it's okay. New day, boys are fresh, we're up for it.
Any changes to your team?
We've made 3 changes today. We've got the youngster Hayden Verrett coming in, Justin Detroit, and Tom Ellis-Cole.
Okay. Well, listen, go well today.
Awesome. Cheers.
That's the news here at the toss of this match of the Golf Ticket Presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10. It's a match between Tygerberg Cricket Club and Milnerton Cricket Club. Tygerberg Cricket Club, they've won the toss, and we're back to it. They've decided to bowl first. And that was the outcome at the toss and the pitch report. Glorious conditions here, as you can see. Not a cloud in sight here. The match here between Milnerton Cricket Club, they're sponsored by Lord's Exchange, and Tygerberg Cricket Club, they're sponsored by MG Lion. And as mentioned, Tygerberg Cricket Club winning the toss, and as per norm, they have done what most of the teams have done here, bar one, and that is they're going to bowl first here. And with me is Nazri as we come to this log, and the two up top, they have just simply been marvelous, and it's gearing towards a Durbanville Cricket Club and Rondebosch maybe playoff match, 1 versus 2 there, as they both find themselves on 8. Quite a healthy net run rate there for Durban Cricket Club. But let's look at the games and the teams here in 5 and 6. Milnerton Cricket Club, Tygerberg Cricket Club, and again, victory for one of those teams here with a healthy net run rate might push them up the log. As Nazri, you're with me here. So Nazri, welcome back here again, and a very enthralling encounter here between these two teams awaits us.
Good morning, Eugene. It's brilliant to be back once again at the beautiful cricket ground of Durbanville Cricket Club. Yeah, like you said, Milnerton and Tygerberg, jostling for that position in the middle of that table. All to play for. We're coming into that back end of the tournament now where, everybody is playing for that playoff positions, and I'm sure we're going to have an enthralling contest today.
Yeah, we see the people, the ones coming in there for Tygerberg Cricket Club. Joshua Lowe, he's a left-arm spinner, not a big man, but what you're going to do if he does bowl and if he does get a wicket, he loves the celebration. And then there's a lot of other guys coming in as well, so a lot of chipping and changing here in this team, in both these teams as well. So I'm really looking forward to this, as that's the umpires. They are sponsored by ID 247. And I'm sure they're also looking forward to this encounter. So we're just going to have a little bit of a moment of silence here, as unfortunately one of the players who's actually playing today, Joshua Chippendale, his father unfortunately passed away yesterday. Paul Chippendale, he passed away yesterday, and it's still fitting for him even to be here. I think his father enjoyed watching him, and it's still a great sort of moment that both teams are experiencing this moment of silence. And that's a fitting tribute there to the father of Joshua Chippendale, Paul. I said Pio passed away yesterday, and it's still great to see him here trying to go out there and still do his best. Joshua Chippendale, really one of the talents here in the Western Cape.
Yes, Eugene, you just spoke about Josh Chippendale's father passing away yesterday. He's actually walking out there now, opening the batting for Milnerton Cricket Club. I'm sure he wants to put on a good performance. He will be highly motivated. Sometimes that emotion can come out in the game as well. He's played first-class cricket before. I know he had to move up to the Warriors in Port Elizabeth, Kebeja, as they say. So he's an experienced club cricketer, and they are looking for him to do well. He's played 3 matches thus far, scored 75 runs. So he has been in the runs so far in this tournament, and Milnerton will be looking for him to get them off to a good start.
Yeah, we spoke about that, but we also got to make mention here, as we look at Tristan Kutsia, those are his numbers, 2 matches, 41 runs. He's an exciting prospect as well for Milnerton Cricket Club. But Joshua, some good news as well that has come about, despite all that has happened to him over the last 24 to 48 hours. He has been picked, though, for the Braeburn Cricket Club in the MPL in America. It's sort of a T20 competition that's going to happen out there in the States, in Chicago, Illinois. So fitting that he was selected for one of the teams there as well. It just shows that his talent knows no boundaries.
Yeah, the cricket in the US is really growing, Eugene. We have the Major League Cricket tournament, MI New York. Just copying the IPL. I know players like Dane Pitt has come back. He's played now Test cricket for South Africa after spending time in the USA as well. So a great opportunity for Josh Chippendale to make a name for himself in those lower leagues, and then being picked up in the Major League tournament.
Yeah, it's going to be Antley Adams to start us off here for Tygerberg Cricket Club, sponsored by MG Lion. He's bowling here from the golf course end. And he's going to be bowling to that man, Josh Chippy Chippendale. So we're already in set here. Match 16. Starts out with a dot, and the skills here of Antley Adams will be on show. I find he's a very good bowler with a new ball. Very reluctant to take it at times, but he's got some good skills about him, and he's starting us off. And if there's anything on offer in this pitch and in the air, he'll find it.
I was going to say, Eugene, you were doing the pitch report this morning. Seems like there could be something early doors.
Going for a quick single. Oh, and hit the stumps. Oh, we're going to get that referred straight away. No, we're not. They made it through. I tell you, normally you look at a pitch in the morning and you think, there's something in it. There might be a little bit of moisture still coming through, but today it just looked like an absolute belter. It just looked like a good wicket for batters to get themselves in.
It always looked good here at Durbanville Cricket Club, Eugene. Those early doors. I think the sun came out early this morning. A nice autumn, chilly morning while we came here, Eugene. But it's going to turn into a beautiful day.
Tristan could see on strike, and I will get this right because Malcolm Clutie is not in the team today, so I can't get the double C's wrong. He gets off the mark straight away.
Malcolm Clutie not in the side today. It seems like doing the player coach role, Eugene. At Milnerton, not picking himself today.
He probably didn't pick himself. You know, he's got a lot of experience. He just says, listen, I'll sit this one out. I'll gladly sit and watch. Full and straight, and just the one. And it's important not to get too many dot balls, as that's another single. Brings Tristan Coetzee back on strike.
Very good start to the over by Antley Adams. He's going to look to close out and not go for a boundary.
That's up in the air. Fielder's trying to get there. He's not going to get there. It's going to be 2 runs, though. Tristan Coetzee, he's going to try and take the attack to them. His words to me not so long ago was he only knows one way to play. So let's see it that way. He's trying to bash it all over the place here.
Certainly a good start, Eugene. Going over the top, not shy to go the air route.
Slower ball. That's going to skid away. Is the ball going to get there? No, it's not. So the outfield, not that quick here early morning with that morning dew still sitting here on the surface. So 7 runs in the first over.
Like you said, Eugene, Tristan Coetzee not scared to go the aerial route. Power play, first 3 overs, go over the top, you will get rewarded.
Yeah, you will get rewarded, but the ball just doesn't seem to run as quickly to the boundary. Keeper Matthew Florence, he's asked for the helmet, so that means it could be some spin early doors here, and that it is. It's going to be Ayabong to come into the attack here. Left arm spin bowling from the town end. He's going to be bowling to Chippendale.
Left arm around to you.
It's good to see spin early doors, Eugene. We have spoken before about spinners making an impact the shorter the format. And let's see if Ayabonga can have that impact.
Short, gets away with it. There's no sweep on the offside, so he's just got to be watching his lines, got to watch his lengths. Always exciting to have a spinner bowl inside that power play. Power play is made up of 3 overs. That's short, and he decided to go over the top. For a second there, Shaden thought he's in it. Here comes a throw. It's going to be 2. Took a lot of pace off that delivery. So Chippendale had to really make the most, trying to get some pace on the ball there.
Again, going the aerial route. I think he will be disappointed not to put that away, Eugene. It was short and wide, there to be hit.
It's well ball there by Abonga. Still well played there by Josh Chippendale. Still getting the one. Brings Tristan Kutsia on strike. He's on 5 of 3 deliveries.
Slightly away from you.
Is he going to have a sight, or is he going to go first up here?
Middle.
That's up. That's up. It's gone a long way. It's gone huge. That's the first maximum of this match 16.
Well, Eugene, you got to answer to your question. You asked if he's going to have a go first up. No sighters for Tristan Kutsi. I think he was standing at the non-strike and he had his 2 sighters there.
And he's exactly right. He stood at the non-strikers end and thought, right, if he bowls it in there, I'm going to do that. Good batting. Sorry, that's a good single there. I'm just worried with what I heard here to the right-hand side of me. And I know there's a 10 o'clock start here, but people don't know what's happening out there. I mean, really now? That's up. That's gone. That's huge. Second maximum in the over.
Once again, Tristan Kutsi not afraid to take that aerial route, showing Ayabonga that he's going to go hard. But of a slog sweep, Eugene, over that mid-wicket boundary. There was a man on the fence.
You're on the slog sweep thing again, aren't you? That's a very good shot. Just leave it at that now, Nasri. We're not going to go on about the slogging and whatever. If the ball
I never
goes
said it
for
was not a
six,
good shot.
just saying, leave the slogging out of it. It was a well picked up there. I'm giving credit to the batsman. You just like to say, slog sweep, slog.
I think slog sweep is a great cricket shot, Eugene, and an effective cricket shot against the spinner.
Well, into the attack. Now comes Ruben Munnar. And the fascinating thing I was going to tell you is David Skiddo, the man in the Milnerton ranks there, the left-arm spinner. When the left-arm spinner came up, he came out of the dressing room and sat on the edge of his seat just having a look and see, which way the left-arm spinner's bowling. Now that the seamer's on, he's nowhere to be found. He's gone inside.
Will be interesting to get into a spinner's brain, Eugene. You don't know what they think. They're all mavericks.
Can't get into a seamer's brain, mate. Well, here you go, Ruben Munnar, number 16. Hails from Wellington, down the road here. It's a good length into the surface, and that's what you got to try and do. You got to try and hit the surface.
Yeah, I think Tristan Kutsi has really put Milnerton ahead of the game in this power play. But I think he's the aggressor in this partnership, and I also think in the final over of this power play, he's not going to be afraid to take that aerial route once again.
From the games that I've seen and watched Milnerton Cricket Club, I don't think the power play has been an issue for them. They've always had guys really do well in the power play. It's what happens in overs 4 and 5 where they've got to try and keep the momentum up, and I think somewhere in that period they've just sort of not got a lot out of it, especially with their batting. But maybe today it will be something different. 23 runs without losing a wicket. Tristan Kutsi on strike. Gave himself width there, straight to Shaden Hendricks. No run.
I think maybe that's an aspect Coach Malcolm Clutie would have spoken to his team today. You know, like you said, having a good start in the power play, but then just have it one over of consolidation as well when they lose wickets. Yes, it is a 10-over game. It is a 10-over game, Eugene.
I was going to ask you, what constitutes an over of consolidation in a T10 for you?
Half an over. Let's say 2 or 3 balls.
Again, that just misses stump. Again, so yes, it is a shorter format. So are you saying that half an over just look for ones, or you're just saying you prepare to accept 3 dots?
Eugene, what I am saying is not 3 dots, but you have to try and score. Obviously, it's a 10 over game, but you can't hit a 6 or and a 4 every ball, especially if you're a new batter.
Don't go tell batters that, eh? Don't go tell batters that, especially the Sky Blues here on the right hand side of me. They'll tell you something different. That's picked up. That's going to go straight to Josh Lowe. Josh Lowe takes the catch. Apologies, actually, Andley Adams. I was waiting for the celebration. None came, so that made me think it's not him. But that's the first wicket gone, and that's the end of Tristan Coetzee.
As we said, Eugene, bright and breezy, 17 from Tristan Coetzee. It was a full toss. He would be very disappointed that he didn't get out of the park. It was in his area, and he just picked out the 1 or 2 fielders that's outside the ring, and that's a deep wicket.
Yeah, spot on there, Najee, spot on. As you can see, took that even 10 yards inside the boundary there, so he didn't get all of that. So yes, he would be a little bit disappointed as Oliver Whitehead makes his way here, the youngster. He's going to join Josh Chippy chipping down. Those are his numbers. We're looking at the ones on the right-hand side here. He's only had the 1 game so far, scored 8 runs, and he wanted to try and capitalize on more runs here. So I think we're nearing the end of the first power play.
Yeah, once again, Eugene, I would say Tristan Coetzee would be very angry over that shot that he played. It was a full toss. And let's see what the youngster Oliver Whitehead can do out in the middle.
Yeah, just the 1 run so far in this aspect of Ruben Minnar is over. He's got 2 balls to come, 2 balls still remaining of the power play. You know, why not take a risk? You got 2 balls. Why not take a risk and get a slip in there? I would just say, listen, see, get it up there. You never know. I think teams have been very reluctant to do that, and I can understand that as well. Down the leg side, that's a wide delivery.
Eugene, I think you're asking way too much to get a slip in a T10 game.
Ask me again. Ask me again, because you've just got a wicket. You've got 2 balls to go to the end of the over. Right? Back yourself the ball, 1 side of the wicket, go to 4th stump. Batters coming in, all they want to do is they want to get bat on ball. That could create a chance of maybe getting an edge. And the ball is moving, so why not take a risk for 2 balls? I'm not saying all the time. And there's a wicket. There's another wicket. Could take him behind the stumps. That's a great catch that by Matthew Florence, diving away to his left. So it's a double wicket strike here for Tygerberg Cricket Club. And that man, Ruben Minnar, strangled down the leg side, one have to say.
Tell you what, you wanted to slip, you don't need to slip, your wicketkeeper's that agile, you know. What a brilliant catch down the leg side. So that will feel a bit unlucky, but the wicketkeeper has done really well there to take that catch.
Muscles are saying, Nasri, that's a great decision there by the umpire, sponsored by ID 247, making that decision. And in walks Dylan Smith. This will be his 3rd innings here. Only mustered up 14 runs so far, and he's a dangerous, dangerous man once he gets going as well. They've got one more ball to navigate here in the 3rd over. And this will bring an end to the power play.
Eugene, you just spoke earlier about Milnerton doing well in that power play, and then I spoke about that period of consolidation and what that constitutes. So this period now, you're looking for 3 or 4 balls just to get 1s and 2s, not to lose a wicket. You don't want to be 30 for 4 or 40 for 5 in the situation.
Was 22 without loss not so long ago here, Nazri. This is what T10 cricket does.
That's an edge. Eugene Molian next to me is seething. He wanted that slip in place. Batsman found the edge. The new batsman, Dylan Smith, found the edge. It's gone down to the boundary for 4. And that ends a great over by Ruben Minnar. And that's the end of a power play as well. 28 for 2. Eugene, who would you say is on top after that power play?
Well, I think it's fairly even. I'm going to say that it's fairly even. 28 in a power play period is not bad. The 2 wickets, though, they will be happy with that. Tygerberg Cricket Club. So for me, I would think it's fairly even. But I'm going to go back to that last ball, and I said it before. Why not take a risk? Why not take a chance? Get a slip in. A batter wants to get bat on ball. It's a T10 competition, so he's going to go out there and try and get bat on ball. Surely back yourself and back your skills to bowl a certain line and length. He didn't do that. Chance gone, went for 4, as we have another Adams, Azario Adams, coming into the attack here for Tygerberg. Smashed away by Chippy, and that's going to skim its way all the way to the boundary through extra cover 4. Not the best of start, that by Azario Adams.
Oh, that is a brilliant shot by Josh Chippendale. He just stood his ground, used all his hands, got it past extra cover, and the long off field had no chance. I think that outfield is drying out now, Eugene.
I think that time the slippery conditions helped the ball go all the way. Bowled him, top off. As a bowler, that's what you want. You place your cones down, you place something on the top of off stump, and you tell yourself, I want to hit the top of off. And that time he's executed it well. And that's the end of the dangerous Joshua Chippendale.
Oh, that's a brilliant comeback from the seamer. Tygerberg Cricket Club. Cock a whoop at the moment. That's the 3rd wicket. Azario, after being hit and given with the first ball, he just tightened his line, tightened his length as well. Got it back over length. Josh Chippendale, feet didn't move, and he got his off stump knocked over.
Yeah, that's a seriously good comeback there by Azario. And now I would say Tygerberg Cricket Club find themselves slightly ahead of the game here. It's a big number 8. Walks to the crease. Justin DeToy. He come and face the music here. Azario will be very much a round arm bowler, so you would think that the ball will sometimes just keep going with the arm and go away from right hand. And that time it looked like it just held its line a little bit and hit the top of off.
Oh no, it was a brilliant delivery. I think just what I was impressed with was that adjustment that he made from the first ball, where it was a foot and a half outside off stump, and it was dead on the top of off stump.
Yeah, one of the things he does struggle with, Azario, is that consistency. He's bowled 2 good balls though. His first one was, let's call it a loose no, which you can ill afford, but now his balls 2 and 3 have been on the money. And that's going to bring Dylan Smith. He's going to be on strike, and what type of way is he going to construct his innings here?
3 to count.
I think we're in that tricky period, Eugene. 3 quick wickets lost. T10. How hard do you go?
Just flicks the bat and come through for a single, and you spot on there. How hard can you go? Because at 22 without loss at the start of the 3rd over, Milnerton Cricket Club thought, well, we in a good position here, and look at that. 10 balls later, we find ourselves 34 for 3, and that is the nature of T10 cricket here, that everything can just change at a drop of a hat. Just turned around, fine leg by DeToy. Just the one.
I was going to ask you, Eugene, at the start of the tournament, it was obviously new to a lot of clubs, this T10 format. How have you found the teams have adjusted, especially for past scores and if they have lost wickets, how have they adjusted as the tournament has gone on?
I just think it gave players and teams that belief that no matter what you get, you can still either defend it if it's a low scorer, and that's what I talk about, that consistency. Always have that one there. But I look at like Kraaifontein defended a low-scoring game here not so long ago. Rondebosch Cricket Club defended a low score. We've had some big scores as well from Durbanville Cricket Club. 147, that stands out for me. 120 stands out that they got. So they got a couple of big scores, and teams haven't really got close to that. Just try to go big, and that ball goes to square leg, straight to Josh Lowe. And I think teams have sort of adjusted, and the more they've played, the more they have, maybe not openly, but the more they've thought about the game, they've planned it in their head, the way they want to bowl, the way they want to bat. And more I see that just with what we're seeing out here. There's definitely a little bit more chat, there's definitely a little bit more planning, and teams are really taking to this.
Well, that's all you want to hear, Eugene. It's it's all about upskilling the younger cricketers, at the clubs, and even for those watching, they watch our captains and batters and bowlers construct an over, because one over can change the game, one ball can change the game.
Yeah, and it's not just about the younger players. Yeah, it's all about the experienced players and their knowledge that they've built up over the years of playing cricket, and then they get thrown into this environment, a T10 competition. Ruben Munar, he's going to finish his allotment of overs. He's bowled his first over, went for 6 runs, got 2 wickets. I think we got an idea of which way they're going to play us. This over will take us to the golf ticket strategic timeout, where teams can then go and discuss matters, discuss things, discuss where our aims and objectives are going to be for the remainder of the 5 overs. And for that period, we'll hope to hear from PM Prasanta. Justin Dutoy, he's just doing a bit of gardening. Don't need to tap that pitch. That pitch is rock hard today. Fantastic pitch. That's up and over. It's going to go over point. Is it going to go all the way? You betcha. It's gone for 4.
I should give Justin Dutoy massive confidence. Always that first boundary, Eugene. That just loosened the shackles a bit. I think Milnerton, after that good start and then a period of, losing 3 wickets, I think there was, again, that small period of just, these 2 batters just getting in, and I think they're going to go hard in the second half of this innings.
Yeah, no, it definitely gives a batter some confidence as well. 5 runs of the first 2 balls. Goes again, just swings the arm. Maybe not using any bit of his feet there to try and get a little bit closer, but with these players, these modern day players, they back their hands and they can just swing through the line and they can clear boundaries. Also, I have to say, the bats these days are magnificent. I mean, really now, they've got edges like what? As thick as anything that I've seen.
I can tell you, Eugene, you don't need to hit the middle of the bat anymore to get a boundary.
Slower ball into the surface. Shots of Shah running hard, but I think that's wishful thinking.
I think Ruben Munar showing all his experience. Mixing up his pace. Like you said, Eugene, it's a very flat pitch. A belt of a wicket. It's important for the bowlers to, mix up the pace, bowl different deliveries. Especially the ones that shyness of the ball is gone, and I think that goes quickly in a T10 contest.
Down the leg side, and Robin, this is the one thing just about Ruben Munar's bowling. He does give you a little bit of wides as well, that inconsistency. So he's got 2 balls still to go here. Just want to sort of just see it off. It's been a very good spell there by the big man. As here he comes, PM Prasanta, our Bollywood star, making his way here to give us his insight here to the golf ticket. Strategic timeout. Always has a smile on the face. That's up in the air. Who wants it? Franco's underneath it. Franco's underneath it. Franco takes it.
And that's a 4th wicket down for
That's,
Milnerton Cricket Club.
that's a 4th wicket, but it's also Ruben Munoz' 3rd wicket. Good comeback again, and that's the end of Dylan Smith, unfortunately, and Ruben Munoz pulls it into the surface off the front foot. Dylan Smith tried to hit that, unfortunately. This ends up skying it, and that man Franco's underneath it. Shaden thought he would take it because he was away to go and celebrate with Ruben. So 4 down here with 1 ball to go before that golf ticket strategic timeout. And now who would you say is in front here? Nazray.
I think Tygerberg had just edged ahead, Eugene. And I want to give credit to the bowler there. He saw the batter, just showed me down the wicket, bounced it in. I saw him come down on his body. The batter didn't adjust to the length of the ball. Still went for the big shot anyway. Just skied it. And a good catch taken at mid-off.
Yeah, that was a good catch. Excellent stuff here.
Oh my word! God said Ollie twice. It's Keegan, the captain. Are you guys brothers? Hey, no. Two off arms.
1 ball still to go, and the captain's in. Keegan Fortune, he's in here. Just a reminder, what you guys are watching? You're watching the Golf Ticket presents the Cape Town Club Cricket League T10. Busy with match number 14 between Tygerberg Cricket Club, sponsored by MG Lion, and Milnerton Cricket Club, sponsored by Lord's Exchange. As Minard, final ball of this 5th over, goes past the outside F. Where's the slip? Where is he? But we're going to stop there and pause as we have the Golf Ticket strategic timeout. And with me is that man, PM Prasanta.
पांच ओवर समाप्त हो चुके हैं और समय हो चुका है गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट का। और हम देख सकते हैं कि गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर्ड हमारी ड्रिंक्स का मैदान में आ चुकी है और मिलनटन और टाइगरबर्ग दोनों टीम खिलाड़ियों के पास पहुंच गई है। खिलाड़ी ड्रिंक्स कार्ड के पास आके अपने रिफ्रेशमेंट्स लेते हुए, मैं अपने दर्शकों को बता देना चाहता हूं कि गल्फ टिकट यूएई का फुली रेगुलेटेड, रजिस्टर्ड और ऑथराइज्ड ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ है। आप अभी gulfticket.com पे रजिस्टर करके अपने किस्मत को आजमा सकते हैं। खेलिए अपने किस्मत का खेल gulfticket.com पर। करोड़ों कमाने का मौका जीतिए और अपने सपनों को पूरा करिए, क्योंकि गल्फ टिकट यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ सिस्टम है। gulfticket.com पे आप खुद को और दोस्तों को रजिस्टर करवा सकते हैं, अपना अकाउंट खोल सकते हैं और करोड़ों कमाने का मौका भी जीत सकते हैं। गल्फ टिकट यूएई का फुली ऑथराइज्ड, रेगुलेटेड और रजिस्टर्ड ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ है और सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद भी है। गल्फ टिकट ने ना सिर्फ स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट को स्पॉन्सर किया है, पर ये लीग भी टाइटल स्पॉन्सर्ड है बाय गल्फ टिकट, एज इट इज कॉल्ड। गल्फ टिकट प्रेजेंट्स केप टाउन क्लब क्रिकेट लीग T10 क्रिकेट का असली एनिमल।
Thanks there to PM for a little bit of insight there, and it's always good to hear from him. Well, that's a match to follow here. And it's an exciting encounter between Rondebosch Cricket Club, the Premier League champions, sponsored by Winfair 247. They'll be up against the Green Machine, Kryfontein Cricket Club. They sponsored by Billy 777. Position 2 plays position 4.
Certainly looking forward to that contest later, Eugene. But at the moment, Tygerberg certainly has their tails up. And that's a shot over cover. Justin Detoy. Good running. They've gone for 3. It's great fielding on the boundary.
Yeah, and it's going to be, would have been a fly on the wall there between those two teams there, just to see which way they're going to approach the next couple of overs here. As it is the captain, Ethan Adams, all three A Adams playing today. They've got a 4th, as I said, but he's not in this team. That was a bit of a slippage, but I think he just managed to stop that. Squirts out to extra cover. Can't keep Ruben Munar out of the action a little bit. He's all over. He's got 3 wickets. So stopping that ball, maybe it's a sign of things to come for him.
In the middle of the 6th over, Eugene, 48 for 4. I think 90, maybe a total that they would look to.
I would tell you now, Nazri, from what we've seen and what we've learned from this tournament, no matter what you get, if you bowl well, you can constrict or restrict the team, no problem. Still got to bowl well. And what Milnerton Cricket Club have, they have a bowling attack that have really excelled in this competition. Yes, they might not have got the runs to show for it as well in terms of batting, but what they have is a great variety of bowlers. And they really do well with the ball in hand. That goes over. It's making its way to long of 1 bounce. And just in it comes. And led by that man, Keegan Fortune, who sort of is there. Licorice all sorts, man. He comes with that packet, and when you open up and you try and pick out a switch in that, you're not sure what you're going to get. But what it is, it's always quality.
Well, that was experience bring you, Eugene. Years and years of toiling away at Florida Park. You know, we'll do that. And we saw a leave, Eugene. That's amazing. In a T10 game, the batsman has shouldered arms.
Yeah, I know. I think he was trying to see maybe if he could get a wide from Renshaw Pretorius. She was not anywhere near thinking about that. And they've got really experience in this bowling attack as well from Milnerton Cricket Club. Just looking across, Malcolm Clutie, he's not playing. That ball has worked square, sort of half stopped by Josh Lowe. Is that ball going to race there? It looks like Severiano Cupido trying to make his yards, and they're only going to keep it down to 2. So that's exceptional stuff there by the team in black, Tygerberg Cricket Club.
And the 50 comes up, Eugene. That 6 overs gone. Score 51 for 4. You know, they're just looking to, you know, earlier when I was speaking about that 90 a total that they're looking to get. Just how do you construct, you know, the innings for the rest of that 4 overs to get to that total?
Well, it's all based on what do you need to get there. So there's 4 overs left. So you would say 10 and over gets you there, based on what we have. That will equate to, if you can't get a boundary, you have to run a couple of 2s definitely in that over. But you can't go big. And if you lose another wicket, you again push that back. As this is the man we were talking about, Joshua Lowe, left arm spin, not a big man. And I tell you what, the cameraman has to stay on him if he takes a wicket, because you're going to see some moves. As that song goes, move like Jagger. Let's move like Joshy.
Looking forward to Eugene. You've given him the big build-up.
I don't want to put anything the mockers on Milnerton Cricket. I'm not saying I want to see them lose a wicket, but I want to see that man move. Starts, and you can't play for bounce because, I mean, the ball doesn't bounce from 3 foot.
Well, he it looks like he's only going to skip the ball, Eugene. Batsman has to, play for that.
It's another dot ball, 2 dot balls. Now where is Justin Du Toit gonna go here? He's feeling the pressure. Josh Lowe coming in, left arm spin. He tosses it up. That has gone flat. That has gone hard. That has gone all the way for 6. Massive shot.
Arms.
That is a brilliant shot.
Arms.
Justin Du Toit hitting the ball just wide on the long off boundary. A brilliant stroke. It's one of the best shots in the game, Eugene, no matter what format you play.
He felt the pressure there because he had 3 dots. What's the response from J Lowe? Oh, is just no bouncing it, One run there, so 7 or 4 balls still.
I think
Big appeal, there we go. There it is. He's got to move like Jagger. J-Lo strikes, what a comeback.
Eugene, I must say, after that big build-up you gave him, the man, Josh Lowe, has not disappointed.
Yeah, it's another big wicket there for Tygerberg Cricket Club. Just when you think that they were going to get the move on Milnerton Cricket Club, as we look at that, going for the reverse sweep, that's fairly dead on, that's fairly adjacent. And what a decision there by the umpire. But what I'm keen to do, if we can get a look at that, look at the moves of J-Lo. Big appeal. Look at that. There he goes.
Oh, Eugene. Can you compete with that? And not the wicket I'm talking about, that moves.
No. I'm quite happy from where I'm sitting here.
The next batsman for Milnerton Cricket Club, who is in a bit of a pickle, Eugene. Lucanio Metu has played 2 matches thus far. And he'll be looking to give Milnerton some impetus late in the innings, to get them to a score that they can defend later.
Yeah, they would need to try and get something here as Metu. Where did you go there to? Comes to the wicket. Gets it squared right to the offside. They're going to try and look for 2. But Shaden Henders just keeps it down to 1.
It's the end of the over, again. Josh Adams will be happy with that. He's gone for 8 runs, but also picking up the wicket, LBW.
There's the bowling figures there of Tygerberg Cricket Club there. As Azaria, he comes back into the attack. He's bowled 1 over for 8. He got the prize wicket of Chippendale early on. 3 overs to go. And that's the match to follow here. Rondebosch Cricket Club, sponsored by Winfair 247. They're up against Kryfontein Cricket Club, sponsored by Billy 777. Good to see everybody's awake here to my right now. Finally watching the game intently, focusing on every ball. And that's the inconsistency of Azario there, just starting with the wide. But we saw what happened when he bowled sort of a loose delivery. First up, the next ball he got a wicket.
It's been the trend in the innings, Eugene. A wide or even a boundary has been followed by a wicket.
J-Lo getting the ball there from square leg. Squirts the square leg there. 61 for 5.
17 legal deliveries remaining in the innings. Eugene, 61. I think that if they can eke out 25 to 30 runs, that would give them the 85 to 90 mark. And like you said, teams have adjusted their totals as the tournament has gone on, knowing that these scores can be defended.
That's up in the air. Fielder comes round, but that looks like it's gone all the way. Renshaw Pretorius, the umpire, indicates that's a 6.
Justin the toy. It was in the arc, Eugene. Freed his hands and just over the long on boundary.
Yeah, that it is, and that was, as you said, that was in the arc. That was a ball, that length ball had to go. He dragged it a little bit slightly to the leg side, did Justin the toy, but he managed to get most of it, went all the way. What's the response going to be here from Azario? The response is his ball's gone up in the air. There's two fielders coming for it. Oh, that ball. Well, I'm glad the ball won, because who knows if that ball had to stay in the air for another 2-3 seconds. Could have been danger there with two fielders just running. Art of communication, none in void there.
We've seen that before, Eugene, on the cricket field. Not a nice sight. Looked ominous for a while as that ball was sitting in the air. Two fielders, one running in from the cover boundary and one running back from point. That awkward area that the ball lands.
Down the leg side we go again, and that's what you get. It just falls away slightly. It's got a very round arm action already, as you see. But sometimes he just gets to push it out. The ball don't swing from leg stump, man.
It's what they call a miracle ball. Is that what he's looking for?
Yet to see that ball.
I think only Delstein balls had balls, eh?
What about Vern? The surgeon?
The surgeon. One of the best bowlers South Africa has ever produced. And it's good to bring that up, and Tygerberg Cricket Club is playing. He loves his Tygerberg Cricket Club. I've spoken to him often. I've actually played against Tygerberg when Vern was on the side of the field practicing, while he was playing for the national team. Loves the Florida Park bowl at the cones.
Manages to get a little bit of bat there. Antley Adams comes round. He sort of mops up for his brother. What a throw that has been from Antley Adams right over the sticks. One ball to come of this, the 8th over. Then there will be 12 deliveries still to go. Now the question is, how are we doing for time, Mr. Third Umpire?
Putting the third umpire under pressure, Eugene. That question came out of the blue.
Cuts him in half. So as we go into the 8th over, they just got an indication that they might be 3 minutes down, which means it's going to be a fielding penalty if the umpire decides that needs to be done.
Well, that could be a problem towards the end of this innings for Tygerberg Cricket Club. Eugene, as we see that man, the hot stepper, Josh Lowe, trying to follow up.
Can he bowl an over in a minute? Because that's what's required here. J-Lo, he's bowling to Justin Toy. He's on 26 or 15 deliveries. Oh, and again a dot ball. They will need to get that ball back to him as quickly as possible. Big hit, huge hit.
Justin Du Toit playing a brilliant innings here, Eugene, for Milnerton Cricket Club. Certainly keeping things alive for them. Again, Josh Adams tossed up. Came show me down the wicket. Over the long on boundary. These days, Batters doesn't care if the field's on the boundary, Eugene. They just go over them.
This one has hit. Shouts of running hard. It's just going to be one. Oh, there's a run out on the cards here. Throw was just over the head, really, of J. Lowe. Just the one. 7 off 3 balls. Time check, Mr. Third Umpire. Are we heading to our first match that will have a fielding penalty, which means that we'll have to have an extra fielder inside the ring if they feel that time has been allowed. Again, hit down by where to. There has he made to.
No comment on your rhyming skills there.
I'm just in it. I'm just excited with this format. 8 runs now off this over. 2 balls to go. Not an appeal that time. That's a big hit. That's huge. That ball has gone all the way to the B field here. That's a massive hit. Justin DeToy.
Oh, he muddled that, Eugene. Kept his eye on the ball all the time. Right in the arc again. Went over mid-wicket. And that was a huge hit that went down to the B field.
Just, these batters, they just love seeing how far they can hit it. And all you can hear is, no, that's the biggest hit. No, I've hit one bigger. No, they'll actually Chippy hit one bigger. And that has, I tell you what, that has gone miles. 39 from 20 deliveries.
Oh, he's played a gem of a knock. Yeah, Eugene. He's got his team firmly. I think they've they're just ahead in this game. 1 over 85. They're certainly going to aim for that 3-figure mark now.
Yeah, it is Mayor too. He's going to be facing up here to the captain, Ethan Adams.
Change, right arm over to you.
Dot ball. Get on your skates, Justin DeToy. If you want to strike, if you want the strike, just run. As soon as that ball gets delivered, run one to the keeper. Why not? If you want to face up, you on 39, you've got to face the bulk of this last over.
I don't think that was good cricket from Lucanio Metu there, Eugene. You've got to get better on ball. At least that's the minimum requirement, especially if the in batter is on the non-striker's end.
This time they're going to run. It's going to go to the far side. Oh, no. I'm sure they're not going to run. I'm sure they're not going to run that time because now that man, Justin DeToy, he's on strike. 86 for 5. You saying 14 runs in 4 balls?
Well, Justin DeToy has certainly shown the capabilities. He's shown that he can clear this boundary. It's not big enough for him here in Durbanville today, Eugene.
Well, here we go. And a great day, a great game to start us off here. As the ball comes in, that's a wild ball. He just has to go. He must go. And they've come back for 2. As soon as he hit that, there was shouts and just 2.
I think that was only from one dressing room, Eugene. But yeah, good running. Lucanio Metu. He was always going to go for that too. It was.
Why would Tygerberg suggest running 2? Why would Tygerberg suggest running 2?
Milnerton. Sorry about that.
That is squirted again, and that's going to be 1 to fine leg. The only reason they're saying is there's only 2 teams here, Nazri. Other teams surely wouldn't want them to run an extra run as we go down to 2 more balls left in this innings.
2 more balls, Eugene. I think Milnerton, they would be happy with the score. They're going to go into the 90-run mark from where they were.
They're gonna run 1 to the bowler as we head to the final ball, the final delivery of this innings. And it's been a good bowling performance as well there by the captain, Ethan. He's only conceded 11 runs and he's 1 ball short of his 2-over allotment. 90 for 5. And that's where it's going to stay, 90 for 5, and that completes a good over, a good bowling spell there by Ethan Adams. And Milnerton Cricket Club, they have amassed 90 runs for the loss of 5 wickets. I would say that would be par. I would say we're in for a little bit of a good game here, something of a tight match between the team that finds themselves in position number 5, Milnerton Cricket Club, up against the team that find themselves in position number 6, Tygerberg Cricket Club. I think we're in for a barnstorming game here to start proceedings here of this. The Golf Ticket presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 match.
I agree with you, Eugene. I think that was an even Stevens. That certainly seesawed in that innings. But Justin DeToy, props to him. 42 from just 23 balls, an unbeaten 42 at that. And then we also had Tristan Coetzee up at the top, 17 from 9 balls. Gave the innings a fast start. But towards the end, Justin DeToy getting a full round of applause from his teammates as he walks into the dressing room. He's certainly given them, him and his team, something to bowl at.
Yeah, no, definitely. Look at those bowling figures, and we always say if you go for under 10, you'll take your hat off to those. Handley Adams, he's only bowled, funnily enough, only 1 over, gone for 7. Ruben Pinar, he was tremendous today, 3 for 13 of his 2 overs, going for 6.5. Ethan Adams, he was exceptional, well, only going for 5.5. And Joshua Lowe, yes, we enjoyed his moves, but he got taken apart in his second over, and he conceding 22. Ready here for some highlights here, just to show us what we've seen thus far, and it has been extremely entertaining by both these teams. Match 16 here at the Golf Ticket presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 competition. And with me is Milnerton Cricket Club, the coach for the day, Malcolm. Mal, just your insight a little bit. We're into this T10 competition now. Just your insight from what you guys have experienced thus far.
Yeah, it's been quite not say a difficult start, but it's been challenging with the guys. We are winning 1 game and losing 2. I think it's safe to say that we need to pull off a win today, and with the remainder of the remaining games.
Yeah, even in this competition, you want that consistency from your players with both bat and ball as well as results.
Yes, 100%. I think our bowlers has been exceptional. I think where it comes to our batting, our experienced guys needs to come to the party.
Just want to take it a little bit being away from what I've asked you before, and what type of interest do you think this T10 competition can give you, looking at your personal club as well, maybe from a junior perspective and a senior perspective?
Yeah. Very good question there, Eugene. I think this will spark a lot of interest where it comes to juniors. However, our club is don't have juniors, but I'm sure that it will spark something now.
You know, what junior doesn't want to come in here and play T10 cricket, eh?
100%.
Listen, go well in this tournament and all the best at Milnerton Cricket Club as well.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to ask Coach B, the coach here of Tygerberg Cricket Club, to join me. And again, I don't have to look down. I have to sort of look eye level. Coach B, again, just at Tygerberg Cricket Club, they are a big junior section, as we both know, and sort of you probably in and around that. Has there been a lot of talks about this competition?
There actually has been. The cool thing is that we had quite a few juniors come through on the last game that we had. A couple under 13s and under 15 guys is playing. Obviously, with Wago and Matthew playing in under 16 setup, it's a good experience for them as well. So there has been some level of interest, and with the game evolving the way it is, you know, the kids wanted to play more shots and that. This definitely is up their road.
Just looking at what type of impact that can have on those juniors, particularly in the areas that they do find themselves and come from there in Ravensmeer as well. And just give us a little bit of your insight, what sort of type of impact that can have on these kids.
I think firstly, you have to think about the fact that these kids, they generally, with the game itself, the game has a big impact because the game is all they have for a lot of the time. And at our club on Saturday, the field is always packed, irrespective of whether it's a junior game, a senior game. The kids sometimes go home at about 6, 6:30 anyway. At times you have to chase them away. Yeah. So the impact is going to be massive, and with the games being streamed as well, the kids are getting to know the players better as well. So it's a whole lot of impact, really.
So they act as their role models.
Most definitely.
So just looking at this game, a vital game for you guys. A win will just try and get you closer, if not into those playoff positions.
No, definitely. Look, it's still a lot to play for. This is our 4th game now, so obviously we're looking to get the win, the same as Milnerton. The last game, we didn't just execute well, so we're hopefully trying to rectify that today and making sure that we get that win.
Listen, go well today.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
Those are the insights from the coaches there, respective coaches of Milnerton Cricket Club and Tygerberg Cricket Club, and I can't wait to see this clash, a vital clash between these two. and welcome back here to the Golf Ticket presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10. We're busy with match 14 as we see the umpires making their way to the middle for the second innings here of the first match between Tygerberg Cricket Club, sponsored by MG Lion. They are up against Milnerton Cricket Club, sponsored by Lords Exchange. One of these two teams might be moving up in the log because it's 5th versus 6th. As we see, it's going to be a little bit of a batting change here, batting lineup change here, as Shaden Hendricks, he's still there opening the batting, but he's got a new partner in crime today, Severiano Cupido. He's the new man that's going to be opening the batting for him, and with me is Nazri. Nazri, what is your take on that first innings?
Would be happy with that 90 because they found themselves at 40 for 4, after 4.5 overs. So a good comeback, and Justin Totoy has certainly given his team a chance. And like you said, this is a very crucial game, and he stood up under that pressure.
Yeah, it's a very crucial game, and it looks like Oliver Whitehead's going to start us off here, the youngster.
Leg stump. Inch away. That's leg stump.
He's going to be bowling from the town end, and he's bowled quite well the last time out.
Middle.
Keeper is Tristan Kutsier.
That's middle.
First facing up is going to be Shaden Hendricks. And yeah, I think this is evenly poised. Not quite sure
Better bowler's right arm over
about
to
that
you.
score, but 91's the target. 9 runs, just slightly over. A smidgen over, 9 runs and over. That's required here by Tygerberg Cricket Club for them to get over the line. And I think it's all how they start here. How they're going to start in this run chase. The way Shaden thinks that he needs to start is he needs to shuffle down the wicket. And that was banged in, and that was a quick delivery.
Eugene, I'm not like you, a former fast bowler, but that was some great aggression there. I just love it when a fast bowler shows some aggression.
When he sees a batter walking towards you, the instinct says, "No, I'm just going to bang it in a little bit shorter thing. Get back in your box." It's going to be down the leg side, and that's going to be a wide as shown now by umpire Renshaw Pretorius. Starts off with the wide. The other umpires, Bawande, he's standing out the square leg, or the strikers in at the minute. That's going to be a catch straight to mid-wicket. Didn't get all of that, and that is not the start that Tygerberg Cricket Club wanted in pursuit of 91 here for victory.
Oh, Eugene, I think Oliver Whitehead has come with a clear game plan here. That was 3 balls into the innings and 3 short balls. He's certainly gone the aggressive route. And Shaden Hendricks didn't get over that short ball and just scooped it up to the square leg fielder.
He's somebody that doesn't get over it. He just hits through it, really. And that time the ball just really got big on him. Ruben Minor is a new man coming into the crease here, facing the music of Oliver Whitehead. He's had a really good day out so far, has Ruben Minor. Can he continue it with a bat in hand here for Tygerberg Cricket Club? But he's facing the music here of Oliver Whitehead.
Thank you. Right arm over to
Question
you.
is, Eugene,
3 to
will
go.
Oliver Whitehead test a new batter with another short ball? It seems to be working so far.
It can't be over the head. It can't be head height anyway, because it will be a no ball. Certainly looks like Ruben Minor is in here for a good day. Looking at that shot, hasn't been as successful with a bat so far in this tournament. Can he turn it around here for himself?
Crucial power play, but this is a brilliant start to the innings from Oliver Whitehead for Milnerton Cricket Club. They certainly needed that boost after getting runs on the board.
Just dropped that. I think he made some good yards to the right. Justin could see it. Unfortunately, couldn't manage to hang on to that one. By Renshaw Pretorius even indicates that ball came off the thigh pad. Sort of dived a long way across and sort of hit almost his wrist by the look of that.
He's actually dived past it, Eugene. See his wrist.
Certainly digging it in there. Don't want to free it. Ruben Minor. Oh, what skills that was from Oliver Whitehead as well, trying to pick that ball up, or not try. He manages to pick the ball up with his feet.
Looks like he's an aggressive young baseman, Eugene. Certainly, for most of the over, he's been pitching it in his half of the pitch.
Yeah, rumor has it that he sort of represents Western Province Cricket Club here in Western Province in the leagues, but only manages to play a handful of second team games, which I find really interesting. And what an over that is by Oliver Whitehead, getting the wicket off Shaden Hendricks, and also just going for one, which was a wide as well.
Oh, that's just the start. Milnerton Cricket Club would have wanted, you know, if we have that middling score, if you can get 1 or 2 overs early doors, you just you make the target that you have. You take it from a par score to above par. If you can have 1 or 2 good overs at the start.
Last time, David Skiddo, he bowled when the power play was just completed, and he came into the attack, and he had a few words there to somebody. Can't remember who it was, and he says, look, I'm an experienced man, I can bowl whenever. He's certainly going to be bowling inside the power play. So he's going to be bowling that second over, and this is going to be interesting. He's bowling to Severiano Cupido. There's his figures. Look at that, 5 wickets of 36 deliveries.
Let's go here,
Got
David!
the knack of getting wickets, and they've turned to him here, the Sky Blues.
Let's go here, Davey. Maybe a cheap one here, Davey. What's next to come there, boys? What's next to come, boys?
Sky Blues, Eugene, do we have the Titans playing here today?
No, we have Milnerton Cricket
Kick
Club,
ball,
aka
first ball.
Sky Blues, sponsored by Lord's Exchange.
Yo, down, Davey!
That's firmly hit down the ground. It's just going to be one. All action, Severiano Cupido.
Good chip.
David Skiddo, an experienced cricketer around Cape Town. Eugene has played first-class cricket for Western Province as well.
There and then Mets there.
I know he's travelled to England before, played lots of club cricket. Played lots of club cricket in England as well. Like I said, very experienced cricketer. Takes plenty of wickets on the Saturday
Go, Davey. Let's go, Davey.
throughout the seasons, and he's a star performer and well known in the club cricket circles.
That sort of squirting square. The ball's trying to make its way to the boundary. That's going to be the first boundary for Tygerberg Cricket Club. And that man, Ruben Minor.
Unbelievable how much premeditation that is, Dave. You won that one.
But short there by David Skiddo. I think I gave him the big build up there,
No.
Eugene. And then the first one is short, and it's been,
Again.
you know, it was basically a free hit for Ruben Minor.
They'll They'll be watching this, Nasri, and they're going to come straight to you and asking you for all those questions. Going out again as that man Metu, he's out there in the deep square leg boundary. It's just going to be one run.
Tygerberg certainly looking to go hard in this power play. The two fielders on the boundary. Eugene for the right-hander is long off and deep mid-wicket.
That's indicated as a wide there. Tristan Gutierrez, he's a little bit bemused by that decision. The keeper for the Sky Blues Milnerton Cricket Club. It's just the umpire that has the final say.
Come, Davey. Tighten the stumps here for me, Davey.
Big swing. Sometimes I just feel that Sevi just needs to just be clear in his thinking, his thought process a little bit, just with his batting. It's not just about swinging as hard as you can. Big hit. Huge hit. I tell you what, just got that feeling that we might be at altitude here, but the balls are flying way over the boundaries today.
You talk about swinging as hard as you can. I think you got that in the middle of the bat. It was a clean strike, clean swing. Remind me of the golf shot that I played last week at Rondebosch. Clean swing.
Let's go, David. He's gone again. He's gone again. He's gone huge. Massive blow. Back-to-back sixes for Severiano Cupido.
David Skiro certainly getting some airtime here today. Severiano certainly not showing him any mercy. Another clean strike over mid-wicket. That ball took an age to come down, Eugene. That was a massive hit.
19 runs of that over. 19 runs of David Skidder. Ladies and gentlemen, take a picture. Listen to that, because it might not ever happen again. A man of his experience been taken for 19 runs. Now then, back in it here. And this is the nature of T10 cricket. You're never out of it. It's going to be the captain, Keegan Fortune, to come into the attack here. He's going to start left arm over the wicket here to Ruben Minnar. That's gone downtown. That's big. That's huge. It's raining sixes here in Durbanville.
And that's Ruben Minnar getting into the action. Eugene, I think he saw his partner hit two huge ones and thought, you know what, let me have some of that.
He felt and looked like he was in the mood today. He had a great outing with the ball, picking up 3 sticks. Now he's got bat in hand. What can he come up with? Ruben Minnar.
Momentum certainly with Tygerberg Cricket Club at the moment, Eugene. Milton just need to keep the heads here in the field.
Coming around the wicket now, the left arm seamer. He's just going to be a cutter again. He's gone big again. Has it gone? It hasn't gone all the way. And that's what you get from Keegan Fortune. He's a real thinker of the game. Changed it up straight away, came around the wicket, and he finds his man and gets his man. And that's the end of Ruben Minnar.
Eugene, I'm loving what I'm seeing here, especially from all the bowlers from both sides actually. Keegan Fortune went for 6 first ball. His head was never scrambled. Clear mind, spoke to the captain, came around the wicket, pitched it up again, and he was rewarded with a wicket.
And trying to go over that man there at mid-off, and I think he just sort of stood a little bit tall and just hit a little bit straight through, maybe just going across himself a little bit, and that ball just squirts off to mid-off. And I think he himself would be a little bit unhappy with that. after hitting the boundary or the maximum the ball before, as it's now Matthew Florence. Now the last outing that he had, he just placed one ball and he got out. This could be the future here of Tygerberg Cricket Club. As you look at his numbers, yep, and only faced one ball that innings. They don't have the experience. Curtly Low here today.
Towards you. That's middle. Towards you.
This game is going to ebb and flow. I think it's got a few more twists and turns, a few more peaks and troughs, a few more ebbing and flowing, one way and the other.
Left arm over to you.
And that's what we want in these competitions. The T10 is coming over the wicket again. Oh, nearly get on. Sevi. Oh, the load runner. He's called the load runner. He's been run out more times than anything.
It's amazing what a wicket does to the belief of a team in the field, Eugene. They were looking flat for the 3 or 4 balls when it was sailing out of the park. But one wicket, Keegan Fortune, getting that breakthrough and almost ran out the very next ball.
This time the ball goes to point. And am I surprised that Keegan Fortune was the man that sort of brings that to it? No, I'm not, because I said at the start of this show, I said he's somebody here that he's like that licorice also. You're just not sure what you're going to get, but what you're going to get is quality, and he's certainly on show for that in this shorter format. Loves to mix it up. Where he's coming, he's changing his angles from over the wicket to around, or even trying to bowl cutters, slow balls, offies, bounces. Oh, he's keeping the bat on his toes. As Severiano Kipido now, he's on strike. As I said, he brings everything out. Short ball now, Naz. Short ball now. What's the next one?
We've genuinely seen everything in this over, Eugene. Let's try and go for, how about a slower ball? Just to round the over out. What do you think? As a former fast bowler, would you think slower ball? 7 runs, went for, got a wicket as well.
Pulled away. He didn't go for the slow ball. He went for the ball back of a length, and that's well put away by Severiano Cupido. And that has seemed to have made a good over for Milnerton and turned it into a good over for Tygerberg Cricket Club. That over going for 11. 60 runs needed. 42 deliveries still to come.
I think Severiano certainly seems in the mood after that 2 huge strikes of David Skirot, taking on the fast bowler this time, hitting him over mid-wicket. And that concludes the power play, Eugene. 31 for 2. Again, game still in the balance. No side, wrestling control of the contest.
And it's going to be Metu coming into the attack. Yeah, had a nice outing with a bat earlier as well for Milnerton, the Sky Blues here. He's going to be bowling here to Matthew Florence, keeper up. Just trying to finalize what way they're going to go this field. I tell you one thing that might happen here is that between these two teams, if they knock it around, they could be running 2s. Just got to keep their head. Here we go. Now we're going to see it. This fine leg just comes around very quickly. It's just the one.
I think from what I've seen, Eugene, I think Matthew Florence, he just has one toss. His job will be to get off strike. Severiano seeing the ball well, striking it nicely. I think he's the man in at the moment.
Challenge to him would be, can he bat for about 12 or 18 more balls here?
Down there.
Firmly hit there, Dylan Smith. He does the mopping up, just the one. 40 balls remaining. 58 runs still needed. 8 wickets in hand. Which trough are we going to get here? That's Matthew, good foot movement, and Kipido's away like a shot. It's a misfield, and here he comes. Here he comes. And he goes for 2, and I said this at the start of this over, what you're going to find here from these two, they will take on the field and they will turn the 1s into 2s.
2's good for us. 2's good for us.
Brilliant dunning. I think Matthew Florence looks like he's quick on his feet.
Catch it, Skip.
That's firmly hit, just beating cover. The ball's trying to get to the boundary, but it's not going to get there. Tom Ellis Cole, the man with that name, he mops up and it goes for 2. 37 balls. Again, hitting it out, and this have done really well. They've taken the runs on offer. They've run well. 37 balls now remaining. 53 runs still required. 37 balls, 53 runs. Nasri, where are you going? Which way are you edging and flowing here? Where are you going?
Still sitting on the fence there, Eugene.
Leave my job alone, mate. That's
Still
my
sitting on
job.
the fence, mate.
That's my job.
Still too close to call.
Not the shot there to hit there, but anyway, finishes with a dot. 7 runs off that over. 38 for 2 as we 1 over away from the golf ticket strategic timeout here. And we look at those figures. Shaden, he went early in the piece. Ruben, he looked ominous. 11 of 8 deliveries, and he had to go. Now, it lies here with Severiano, Cupido, and Matthew Florence as well. As look at those numbers and the 2 in the middle. They would really need to have a look at themselves there. David Skiddo, you're not going to see that again. I trust you not. You're not going to see that again. Going for 19 of 1 over. Man filled with experience, I tell you.
I think he's experienced enough to, put that behind him. I think T10 cricket, anybody can go for a run, Eugene. It's how you come back. We've seen bowlers in the past, go for plenty, but then they've won the game at the death. If you can put everything behind you and you're bowling that penultimate over, all that last over, and you win the game, everything else is forgotten.
Those 6 balls that he can still bowl in this match could be the big thing here, as it's Tom Ellis Cole, that man with that name. He's coming in here to bowl from the town end for the Sky Blues Milnerton Cricket Club, sponsored by Lord's Exchange. This game is going to go down to the wire. It's actually great pick up there by Tristan Kutsia, standing up to the seamer. Just got to keep your shape, youngster, as a batter. Don't lift your head.
Like we said, Matthew Florence, I think his game is 1s and 2s, Eugene. I don't think you should look for the big shot at this moment, but 1s and 2s should be his order of the day and get Severiano back on strike.
He's managed to squirt that down to long off. Yeah, I can agree with you. I think he's just trying to look for the big shot. I think he should just, for him, the important thing is just to play cricket shots. Don't try and force it. That you can get lulled into that, where you come and you think, like, yeah, I just need to swing hard because it's T10, and then you lose your shape. But if this was a 50 over game, you would have just stand there and hit the ball nicely. And I think he should go back to that, even this shorter format. And that is where it frustrates me whenever I see this kid Severiano Kipido. He's a good striker of the ball, but sometimes it's like, okay, I'll just pick a number and hope for the best. And I think he's better than that.
I think the 6s, he hit 2 massive 6s. He kept his head still in those other shots. I think here his head was moving as the ball was being. There we go.
And you see, he can hit and clear every boundary, because that has gone huge. And I tell you what, nearly hit the box. City Golf sitting there. That went a mile.
Telling you, Eugene, the cars are in danger with Severiano on strike. Certainly hit the mile. I think all the spectators that came out here today at Durbanville Cricket Club, there's a catch in the offing. Better keep your eye on the ball.
I just feel Milnerton losing the trick here, because Sevi loves hitting to the onside. So why don't you go full and straight? You can pack the field on the offside here. And it's hit down to long off. It's just going to be 1. It's just going to be 1. 45 runs, Naz. 31 balls remaining. The difference is 14. We're going to keep an eye on that. The difference between runs and balls is 14. Does that grow, or is it going to come down quickly?
I think that strategic timeout is going to be important, Eugene.
Firmly hit down the ground. Metu does exceptionally well there. Moving smartly to his left. And that will bring us to the golf ticket. Strategic timeout. And it's a good time for guys early just to reset their plans, reset their tasks, think about what they're going to do here. And there's Renshaw just showing that we will now have that strategic timeout sponsored by Golf Ticket as the ticket goes out there. And just a word from what you've seen here, Naz, as we go through this strategic timeout period. What's your take on that first 5 overs?
I think 41 for 2. Again, like we said, Eugene, I think Tygerberg would be the happier of the two teams. They have 8 wickets in hand. They have an in batter, and they will look to take it home in those final 5 overs. For Milnerton, they're going to need to strike quickly after the strategic timeout.
As I hand you now over to PM Prasant to take us through the remaining time that's here.
समय हुआ है गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट का और हम देख सकते हैं कि गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर्ड हमारी ड्रिंक्स कार्ड फिलहाल मैदान में पहुंची हुई है। अपने दर्शकों को बता देना चाहता हूं कि गल्फ टिकट यूएई का सबसे ज़्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ है। ये फुली रजिस्टर्ड, रेगुलेटेड और ऑथराइज्ड रैफल ड्रॉ है यूएई में। आप अभी रजिस्टर कर सकते हैं gulfticket.com पे और करोड़ों कमाने का मौका जीत सकते हैं। अपने सपनों को पूरा करिए और खेलिए किस्मत का खेल विथ gulfticket.com। जैसे कि गल्फ टिकट की टैगलाइन भी है, शेयरिंग मिलियन स्माइल्स। कई लोगों को खुशियां पहुंचाई है गल्फ टिकट ने अपने ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ के विजेता बना के। और अपने दर्शकों को मैं फिर बता देना चाहता हूं कि gulfticket.com पे आप रजिस्टर कर सकते हैं, जो कि यूएई का सबसे ज़्यादा भरोसेमंद फुल्ली रेगुलेटेड, ऑथराइज्ड और रजिस्टर्ड ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ सिस्टम है।
Thanks there to PM Prasant, giving us some great insight there into enjoying our golf ticket strategic timer. And that's the log there and the importance of this game. Numbers 5, they find themselves on 2 points. That's Milnerton Cricket Club. Number 6, they Tygerberg Cricket Club. They find themselves on 2 points. The winner will get 2 points, and hopefully with a good run rate might even push themselves into that playoff positions. These are the remaining teams that still played 3. Thus they're busy with their 4th game, and after this we'll certainly know where we can see and maybe project who can go. Northern's good at the bottom there. They have got to win all their games and hope on other teams to do themselves or give them a favor.
Go, boy. Here we go, my boy.
And certainly
Here we go, my
still
boy.
remaining teams have all to do here.
Me
As
and
it's
you,
going to be
Calvin.
a change of the bowling.
Yo,
Calvin
my
Tanner
boy,
is the
that
new man in. He's
ball.
bowling to Matthew Florence.
Start.
44 runs required. 29 balls remaining. Reverse hit. Misses.
That's 2 touch there, Eugene. I don't think that's, like we said, Matthew just needs to get better on ball. That's his game. He doesn't need to invent any strokes.
Yes, Calvin. 1, man, 2.
Much better down the ground. I don't think Sevi is interested in
mix.
2. So that's a single. Now, give yourself this over just to really get yourself set again. Don't just think like I'm under pressure here. Just hit this ball down the ground and reassess it again.
All the way.
Always
All.
hit 6s the other way if you so wish. But
Tommy!
don't just give this away now.
You're
You're
gonna
on
go
25
you're
of
gonna drag it
11,
back to me.
Sevi. Keep it going here for Tygerberg Cricket Club if you can.
Yo, down.
That's sort of
Yes,
smashed
boy.
and well done there by Dylan Smith on the point.
That's what we're talking about, Bill.
Great effort by the big man, moving swiftly to his right. Keeps it down to
Calvin,
1.
excellent, Calvin.
Oh, that's some brilliant fielding there, Eugene. I think that's going to be key for Milnerton Cricket Club. If they can get Sevillano out, but they're backing up in the field, it's going to be very important.
Come, Carl. Come, boy. Come, boy.
That brings up the 50 for Tygerberg Cricket Club. 50 for 2. Busy with the 6th over here.
Down there, go.
That's firmly hit. Just Mirthfield there by the captain himself, and surely now they're going to come back for 2. It's going to be 2, and now everybody's getting involved in this game, feeling every ball's an event, and that's what you get from T10 cricket. 1 ball to come.
Yeah!
And that's a dot ball. Tristan could see it. He seemed thought that was quite close. That's the over. Over that just went for 5, and I'm not thinking that that's a bad thing necessarily, because he can certainly catch up, and maybe, who knows, this could be the over. But the Sky Blues, they have certainly dished up quite nicely here. Do you want a comparison, Nazri? Tygerberg Cricket found themselves 52 for 2. At the same time, it was 51 for 4.
It just shows you, Eugene, how even Steven this game is. You know, every over, every wicket. You know, 1 wicket, 2 dots, 1 or 2 dots, puts one side on top. You know, like we said, that seesaw battle. Even on the log, you know, they're just behind each other on the stable. Crucial game, like we said, if they want to continue in this tournament.
24 balls to go here. 39 runs needed. Oliver Whitehead, he comes back in the attack. He's bowled his first over that went for 1 run. Wow, what can he dish up here for his second and final over? He's bowling to Severiano Cupido, 26 of 12. Third man and fine leg in the ring. I'm not sure if I was Oliver Whitehead as a seamer that I would want both of them up. But he's gone that route. That's smashed away by Severiano Cupido. Talk about hands through a ball. He got some quick hands there, and that got past point before he even touched the ground.
Oliver Whitehead, we saw earlier, he likes to pitch it short, Eugene, but this time he gave a bit of width, and Severiano hit that ball cleanly. There was no chance for the point fielder. And now we see a fielding change. We have that point fielder has gone to the boundary. They also have a man on the cover boundary as well. I'm just surprised with the length that Oliver Whitehead bowls, that fine leg and third man are up. If he gets any sort of bat, even a faint nick, it will pass the keeper. It's 4.
And these are the type of field placings that we see now more often than not, that you got a point on the boundary and you even got a sweep on the offside as well. They prefer that the ball doesn't seem to go to third man or fine leg. I can understand fine leg being up. Third man is a little bit of a, question mark, especially if you're Oliver Whitehead, and he's a really good seamer, good youngster. I just feel you got to back himself a little bit, but now it's going to be Matthew Florence on strike. This over has gone for 5 already of the 2 balls, so 34 needed, 22 balls still remaining.
Lots of chopping and changing and movement in the field, Eugene. It shows the tightness of the contest. Once you see, the wicketkeeper especially getting, you want to be precise with your field.
That's hit out to extra. It's just going to be 1. Tanham does the fielding. 33 balls needed. That brings a danger. Severiano Cupido back on strike. 31 of 14. Striking over 200. That's exactly what Tygerberg Cricket Club, sponsored by MG Lion, would want from him. And can he go? I said a few overs ago, can he bat for a minimum of 18 balls? And if he does, he will put Tygerberg in a really solid position, one feels. Again, that ball's cut hard, and one must have to say that Milnerton Cricket Club, with their field placing, has really adapted and changed things here. They've conceded boundaries, but then they've changed it straight away, and I sort of like that as well.
I think that strategic timeout, they really thought about things. That's, that 2 minutes, I think Coach Malcolm Clute obviously went to the middle with some plans, discussed with the captain, discussed with the team, and you can see that there's more of a precise plan in the 2 overs since that strategic timeout sponsored by Gulf Cricket.
Coming down the wicket. A lot of oohs and ahs, a lot of hand claps depending on who you are. One ball still to come here. That will change for you in a minute. There you can see it, 19 balls, 32 runs needed. Are we in for a barnstorming game? This will be Oliver Whitehead's last delivery. Bowled him. Manages to bowl him. And with his last ball he's bowled in this match, he picks up the wicket of Matthew Florence.
Oh, that's brilliant spell by Oliver Whitehead. He's came in, like we said, Eugene, he's hit the pitch hard, but in his second over, he actually changed his pace. I just showed you he has some decent skills. Only conceded 8 runs in his 2 overs, but Matthew Florence playing all around that one. It was a slower ball, completely bamboozled with that slower ball, and pitched on leg stump, hit leg stump. But Oliver Whitehead can be mightily proud of that effort in his 2 overs.
Could we have the bowling card, please? Just the bowling card. For me, I'm not interested to see who's going to be bowling the last 3. I can tell you one, Keegan Fortune, he will definitely bowl one of those 3 overs still remaining. David Skidot, he certainly should be one of those 3. And there we see it. Who's going to bowl it? Tom Ellis Cole. We need one more from that. So Keegan Fortune, he's one. He'll definitely blow it. Is it going to be Tanner? Are they going to give the ball to Tanner? It looks like he's going to bowl another one here. So he's going to make that up. So Keegan Fortune's going to bowl potentially from the top end there. That all-important second last over. And who's going to bowl the last? And you've got to feel he's got to give it to his man, his experienced man, David Skiddo, for sure.
The question would be, Eugene, all the Milnerton captain back slow bowlers in those last 3 overs. So Tanner's going to bowl one in those last 2. Is he going to back another spinner? Like we said, David Skiddo is his experienced bowler. I think you've got to back your experience, Eugene. That's what he's here for, basically.
Hit hard down the ground. Franco went off like a shot. This is going to be the one. So 1 ball to start this, the over number 8. 17 balls remaining, 31. Difference is 14 between balls remaining and runs needed.
I think Severiano holds the key to this whole run chase. As you see some supporters actually on their feet, they can't sit down. It's that tight.
Nervous energy, nervous energy. Sort of guided down, and you know Sevi will run. It's just 1, so 2 of 2 in this over.
Captain is back, Calvin Tanner. After a very good first over, they only went for 5 runs. Seems left arm spin is the order of the day. Today.
Oh, umpire gives that as wide. Gives that as wide. 29 now needed. 16 balls remaining. Calvin Tanner. That's been hit over. It's going to get to the sweeper boundary. It's just going to be the 1 because the man mops up there.
Oh, he actually got the width there, Severiano. He will be disappointed that they picked the man out on the extra cover boundary. Just had to open the face a bit. He would have gotten at least 2.
Franca moves across. That came off the pad. That ball is going down to the boundary, it seems. Good work there by the fielder. Keeps it down to 2. That fielder looks like David Skidder. So 2 leg buys. They all count. They all matter. They all add to the big total.
Tell Eugene, it's just scrambling in the field as well. Batters going for big shots. It's that time of the game, Eugene.
Sort of Squeezed out to point where Dylan Smith. Now we're at that all-important final delivery of every over here in T10 cricket. Calvin Tanner, what can you give us here? He's bowling to Severiano Cupido.
Big ball, yeah, big ball.
Full toss hit. Oh, they're going to come back for two. They are coming back for two. Throw comes in. That's a throw and a half, let me tell you.
Yes.
And in fact, they've gone for three. Excellent running there by these two. And they managed to run three.
We just look at the replay. Seems like there was a bit of an appeal for a runner, but he's made it safely. Severiano running to the danger end. They actually gone for three there, Eugene. Like I said, you need clear minds. It's not just the batter and the bowler, but in the field you need clear minds. It was actually a brilliant throw, but the backing up, just a bit of a knock on, as they say, and that gave the batters the chance to get that extra run.
19 runs to win. 12 balls still remaining. The difference between balls remaining and runs is 7. 18 runs constitutes a super over. And I said Keenan Fortune, he's going to bowl over number 9. I called that one. He's bowling to Sevi Cupido. Wide, and you see, he's very smart that way. He's telling him, if you want to hit it to the leg side, you're going to have to drag it from way outside the off stump.
But a gamesmanship from Severiano. But the umpire, Inisha Pretorius, not falling for that. It was inside the line, Eugene. I think that was good bowling. They're just keeping it inside the wide line.
That's gone. That's gone. That has gone all the way. That is an absolute belter of a shot by Severiano Cupido.
I think that has to be the content of a shot of the day, Eugene. On one knee, over extra cover. Oh my word, what a shot that is.
That is such a difficult shot. The bowler thought he had his man, bowled it wide outside all stump. Severiano Cupido, strong as he is, had muscled that over extra cover all the way for a maximum. Look at that equation, 16 of 10 deliveries. That was really in the arc. Oh, they're going to come back for two. He's going to come back for the throw. The throw's going to come Sevi's way. And Severiano, he makes his ground. Now then, game on here. Game on, Nazri. 14 needed. 9 balls still to go. Is there still a spanner to be thrown in the cogworks here? Can somebody do something here for the Sky Blues? That difference between balls and runs is 5.
I think Severiano's playing a gem of a knock for Tygerberg here today. I think he holds the key to everything here, Eugene. If he pestled in, they win.
Picked up! It's just going to be short, but they're going to come back for 2. Everybody getting excited here. He moved to 47. Severiano, what an innings. And you called it. You said he holds the key. He holds more than that. He holds the bunch of keys, the locks and everything else for Tygerberg Cricket Club in this innings. 12 runs needed, 8 balls to go. Smashed again. Is it just going to be a 1? He's just going to be the 1. Now then, Naz, we're going to go into that final over. How many would you like? If you were bowling, how would you like? Probably 20 if that's for you, eh?
I will all sorts, Eugene. I need 36 minimum. But
Right.
yeah, I think, if it's in double figures, Keegan will do well to leave the bowler 10 or even 9. He is bowling to the new batter. I think if he can concede the single minimum, then the new batter will be on strike. I think that's a win, a small win for Milnerton Cricket
Let's
Club.
see how this turn up, Naz. Let's see. Oh, that's sort of a turn around. That is going to go down to the fine leg boundary. Fielder comes round and picks it up. It's going to be 2. Now, and maybe it's going to be, oh, and still, and now they're going to come back for 3. Now, you can't script that. You literally cannot script that. Eventually, they run 3.
Eugene, I don't think there was anything good about any of that cricket. The shot that he played was one hand. He didn't mean to hit the ball in the fine leg area. It went, he ran to, the throw came in. But comical cricket from Milnerton Cricket Club. I think the pressure just getting to that fielders. But that's what this format does, Eugene, especially at the end of this innings.
I'm trying to think of the word you mentioned there earlier about this format. Sometimes rabbit in headlights, as I would say, but Severiano keeper will move to 48 after all that. Those are the bowling figures, and it is going to be David Skidder, and that had to be the call. He's got 8 runs. In fact, he's got 7 runs to play with here. If he wants the Sky Blues here to win, if they get 7 runs, we're going in for that super over. If they get 8 runs, if 8 runs are scored, that's victory to Tygerberg Cricket Club. Anything less than 7, the Sky Blues will be victorious. Oh, and it's all right. You see, that's the experience of the man, David Skidder. He knows.
Oh, Eugene, that's the wily old fox, as they call him.
8 runs, 6 balls. That sort of paddled round the corner by Franco. It's just going to be 1.
I think that's brilliant cricket by Franco Kajner. Severiano on strike, the in batter. I think 1 hit, just 1 hit, and then you're down to just 1 run to win. But he's going to back himself.
I'm going to go and ask Tian. I'm going to ask Tian. Tian, which way do you think this is going, Tian? You in my ear all the time. Which way you going here? He squirted that. Yes, it's going to be 2. This is going to be 2 runs. The throw has got to go to the keeper. The throw does go to the keeper. It's going to be 2. And that's his 50. What a knock by Severiano. Keeper to 50 runs of 24 deliveries. Can he take them right to the end? Tygerberg Cricket Club, sponsored by MG Lion. They need 5 runs or 4 deliveries. Tian, you've been very quiet there. Which way you going? Come on.
No, not even an acknowledgement from Severiano to the bench, Eugene. He knows his job is not done. He will only be happy when he wins the game for his club.
Big hit down the ground. This is going to skid across his outfield. Metu, excellent work. But once again, they've ground 2. Franco has done exceptionally well. Now it's also a case of a runner ball, and Tygerberg will become victorious here. This has been an unbelievable game of cricket. It's gone all the way, and only now acknowledgement is given for his 50 as he goes to 52.
I think everybody's so much into the game, they actually forgot he got 50 the previous ball.
I still feel something's got to give here. What's going to give?
Another little twist, you think?
Another little twist, ebbing and flowing. Peaks and troughs. Big hit out again. That ball is going to the boundary. Fielder comes round. They're going to get 2. And with that 2, the scores are tied. The scores are tied.
Here we go.
Oh, we have some singing and dancing already, Eugene, from the Tygerberg supporters.
Game's not done yet. Game's not done yet.
Seems like a lady at Florida Park is coming out, clearing a voice. Is she going to sing?
The Vuvuzela is going to be out, I tell you. He's going to come and start
there,
blowing
just
his
there.
that
Go
big
this
foghorn of his. David Skidder, can you still do something here with this
yeah,
remaining
Davey, I
2
still
balls?
believe it's you, buddy.
Severiano, Cupida, what a knock.
Yeah, go.
Just dabbed it in, and that's an exceptional run chase. It has to be said by Tygerberg Cricket Club, sponsored by MG Lion. Severiano Cupida now acknowledges his crowd, acknowledges his fellow players, as he finishes on 55 runs of 27 balls. He came in, opened the batting. They changed the lineup. They lost Shaden Hendricks early on, but he was there at the end. Certainly, that's a good win. Now then, it's going to make for an interesting read in the table. It's been an interesting contest. Great performance by both these teams, giving us that bit of entertainment.
Oh, what a match to kick us off on this Thursday morning, Eugene. We came here not knowing what to expect. You know, bit of moisture in the air. You know, the sun has come down, and we can hear the vuvuzela in the background. You just spoke about it. You know, I think that's all the way from Florida Park. But Severiano, what a knock! Definitely man of the match. 55 of just 27 balls. A good support for Matthew Florence. We should not forget that 13, or almost around the ball 13. You know, just kept the scoreboard ticking. But Severiano took them home with some lusty blows at the end, and he was unbeaten as we look at the bowling figures.
Yeah, the bowling figures of these players still not too bad, but it was just one or two that just went the distance, and that, I think, was the difference between these two teams. And in area, I said at the start of this competition, somebody asked me what would be a par score, and certainly I feel 100 is a par score. If your team scores 110, I think you're in the box seat. It doesn't mean that you can't defend whatever, because we've also seen that, but these two have been really exceptional, as we're going to go look and see a few of the highlights from this match, because there certainly have been plenty of that. Post-match presentation of this. That was match 16 of this. The Golf Ticket presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 match. And what an exciting match it was. The games are getting closer. The teams are finding their way in this competition. And none so more than what we've seen here between Tygerberg Cricket Club, sponsored by MG Lion, and Milnerton Cricket Club, sponsored by Lords Exchange. I'm going to ask Keegan Fortune to come forward just to have a quick word. Keegan, another close one for you guys, just not getting over the line there. But at the halfway stage, 90, did you feel that was sort of par or maybe below, or did you feel that you could defend that?
To be honest, I'll always back my bowlers to defend anything, even if we only put on 60. But all in all, I thought 90 was probably a par score. Well, so yeah, if we could have got an extra 10 here and there, you know, you never know what could happen.
Just shows the nature of this T10 competition. It takes one batter just to take this game away from you, and that guy was Severiano and he probably just hit the boundaries at the worst time for you guys.
Yeah, he batted out of his skin. He's a good mate of mine, so I'm so happy for him that he played a knock like that.
Yeah, just going forward now, I like the way you guys play this game. You got certainly your captaincy has been good with the variety that you do bring. I still think you guys have got to play a part to play in this competition.
Yeah, if I look at the 4 games we played, especially the 3 we've lost, we've taken it down to the last over every single game. So call it unlucky, call it maybe a lack of awareness, whatever you want to call it. I'm happy with my boys and how we're competing. We've still got 3 games to go, and hopefully we can win all 3.
Hopefully this type of performance might bring excitement, as we spoke earlier to your coach, Malcolm Kuti, to Milnerton Cricket Club, and gave that interest into you guys, maybe getting more members, getting more players to come and support you guys.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very exciting tournament, and I'm sure people watching from home would love to be involved. I'm happy that I'm here, and I'm grateful that I get to captain these boys.
Listen, go well. 3 more games to go.
Awesome. Thank you, Eugene.
That was Keegan Fortune, the captain there of Tygerberg Cricket Club, and I'm going to call on Ethan Adams, a.k.a. Ati. He's the captain of Tygerberg Cricket Club, sponsored by MG Lion. Ati, the last time you guys couldn't pull off the victory after scoring 100, today, chasing 90 or 91, you got over the line.
Yeah, some fantastic batting from Severiano Kipero. He's always an exciting batter to watch, so yeah, hopefully we can see more of him in the tournament.
You guys changed it a little bit with Sevi actually opening the batting here with Shade, and you kept Ruben for number 3. Any thoughts behind that?
Yeah, Sevi's a very explosive batter, so we were looking to target the power play, and hopefully he could kick on again, and that's what he did.
You guys were good in the field as well, much better with ball in hand, as well as sort of trying to execute plans. You guys are learning as you're going into this competition.
Yes, the bowlers are trying to find their feet, so hopefully in the next few games we can improve on that as well.
Can we expect the 4th A. Adams in this team, because we've already seen 3 now?
No, there's no 4th one.
Maybe the chairman will want to play Al Nico.
Yeah, he's very excited for the tournament. He's probably watching from his desk at work, so yeah.
Listen, go well. Well done to you boys for your victory.
Cheers, thank you.
And that concludes the post-match presentation here, where Tygerberg Cricket Club, they have been victorious over Milnerton Cricket Club.